Noah felt pain before he felt light. The pain was deep and heavy, like his body had been broken and put back together in the wrong way. Then the light came. It was white, too white, and it burned his closed eyes. He tried to move his hands, but nothing happened. His chest rose slowly on its own, guided by a soft rhythm that did not feel natural. Voices echoed around him. They were calm but afraid at the same time. The sounds were not human. They flowed and clicked, with long pauses in between, as if the speakers were choosing their words carefully. Noah did not understand the words, but he understood the fear. He forced his eyes open. The room was large and round. The walls were smooth and silver, with soft blue lines moving across them like slow water. Above him hung strange machines, floating without wires. Thin beams of light scanned his body again and again. Around the bed stood several figures. They were tall and thin, with pale skin that reflected the light. Their eyes were large and dark, and their hands had too many fingers. They wore long coats that shimmered softly, like glass mixed with fabric. The moment Noah's eyes opened, everything stopped. One of the doctors stepped back. Another dropped a small tool that hit the floor with a sharp sound. A third one made a low noise that sounded like a warning. Noah tried to speak, but his throat was dry and weak. "Where am I?" he whispered. The sound of a human voice filled the room. The doctors froze. One of them slowly raised a shaking hand and touched a symbol hanging from their neck. The symbol glowed faintly. The doctor bowed their head. They were praying. Fear spread through the room like fire. Another doctor rushed to a wall panel and pressed several symbols. A deep tone echoed through the hospital. Lights dimmed slightly, and distant doors slammed shut. Noah did not know why they were afraid. He only knew that they were fit. A doctor with shorter height stepped closer, holding a small device that projected light symbols into the air. The symbols flashed red. "No," the doctor said in broken translated words. "This is not possible." The device adjusted, and the words became clearer. "You were not supposed to wake," the doctor said. Noah swallowed. "How long was I out?" he asked. The doctors looked at each other. 3 cycles, one answered. "You should not have survived one." Noah tried to sit up. Pain surged through his body, but the bed moved with him, supporting his back before he could fall. "What happened to me?" Noah asked. A doctor with deep blue markings on their face stepped forward. Their voice trembled. "You were found drifting near the dead edge," the doctor said. "Your vessel was destroyed. Your body was broken in ways that end all known life." Noah looked down at himself. Tubes ran into his arms and chest. His skin was pale, but whole. No wounds, no scars. "I remember the crash," Noah said quietly. "I remember fire. Then, nothing." The blue-marked doctor's eyes widened. "You remember," they whispered. Another doctor spoke sharply. "Enough!" "He must not be stressed." "But he is awake," the first replied. "This changes everything." Noah felt a strange pressure in the room, like the air itself was heavy. "Why are you scared of me?" he asked. Silence. Then the smallest doctor spoke, voice shaking. "You are human." Noah nodded slowly. "Yes." The doctors stepped back as one. "Humanity is a closed record," the small doctor said. "An ended species." Noah's heart pounded. "What do you mean ended?" he asked. The blue-marked doctor looked away. "Your kind disappeared long ago," they said. "After the Great Collapse." Noah tried to process the words. "That's not possible," he said. "Earth was alive when I left." The doctors exchanged uneasy glances. "How long ago was that?" one asked. Noah thought for a moment. 5 years, he said. "Maybe 6. The room grew colder. The praying doctor sank to their knees. 5 cycles, they whispered, to him. But to us, the blue-marked doctor finished the sentence. 200 years. Noah felt like the ground had vanished beneath him. "That's impossible," he said again. "That can't be right." "Time does not treat all travelers the same," the doctor replied. Noah closed his eyes. Earth! His family. Everyone he knew. Gone. A sudden alarm pulsed through the room. A symbol flashed on the wall panel. "Security is requesting confirmation," a doctor said. They detected the human brainwave. The praying doctor looked up in panic. "They must not see him yet," they said. "Not before we decide." "Decide what?" Noah asked. "Whether to hide you," the blue-marked doctor said softly, "or end you." Noah stared at them. "You saved me," he said. "Why would you do that if you feared me?" The doctor hesitated. "Because we did not know what you were," they said. "Only that you were alive when nothing should live." Noah took a slow breath. "I'm not a weapon," he said. "I'm just a man." The smallest doctor laughed nervously. "That is what frightens them most," they said. A large shadow moved behind the glass wall. "Security." The blue-marked doctor leaned close to Noah. "Listen carefully," they whispered. "Do not show strength. Do not resist. Let them believe you are weak." "Why?" Noah asked. "Because if they learn the truth," the doctor said, "they will pray harder than we ever did." The door slid open. Armored figures entered, tall and heavy, carrying weapons that hummed with energy. Their leader stepped forward and stared at Noah. The leader's voice was cold. "So," they said. "The human wakes." Noah met their gaze, and somewhere deep within him, something old and strong stirred, even as he lay still on the bed. Noah felt the weight of the armored figures staring at him. They circled slowly, their weapons glowing faintly. He noticed the fear in their posture, even though their faces were hidden behind metal masks. They were strong, trained, and prepared, yet the presence of one human caused hesitation. The blue-marked doctor stepped forward. "This is Noah," they said. "He is not to be harmed." The leader of the soldiers paused. His weapon lowered slightly. He spoke in short, clipped sentences. "Not to be harmed? Protocol demands verification." Noah blinked, trying to understand. "Verification? Of what?" He barely understood the language, but the tone was clear. They doubted he should even exist. "Verification will take time," the doctor said. "Let him recover first." The soldiers exchanged glances. They were not used to being told what to do by a small figure. Slowly, they stepped back. Their leader grunted, but did not protest further. The blue-marked doctor gestured toward a quieter room behind a silver door. Noah was guided inside. He felt a strange mix of relief and fear. The room was smaller, with walls that pulsed faintly, like a heartbeat. Soft lights hovered in the air, casting gentle shadows. Machines hummed, scanning his body without touching him. Tubes and devices monitored his health silently. Alone with the doctors, Noah tried to move his legs. They felt stiff and heavy. The blue-marked doctor, who introduced themselves as Dr. Pila, handed him a small, round object. It glowed softly and fit in his hand. "This will help you heal faster," Pila said. "It is safe." Noah held it tightly. Warmth spread through his body. He could feel his muscles repairing themselves, bones mending. His chest no longer felt broken. The pain lessened, though the sensation was still unusual. He realized that this place, these beings, had powers beyond anything he knew. As his body healed, he watched the doctors. Their fear did not fade. They moved carefully, whispering in their language. Noah could catch fragments, words like extinct, dangerous, last human. He did not understand all of it, but he understood enough to know that he was considered a threat. That night, the hospital changed. Lights dimmed. Security patrols moved silently outside the walls. Noah lay in the soft bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking. The more he listened, the more he learned about himself without anyone speaking directly to him. Humans had vanished, the record said. Wars, disease, environmental collapse, they were gone. Yet he survived. Dr. Pella entered quietly, carrying a tray with small containers of clear liquid. "Drink this," they said. It will restore your strength." Noah drank. The liquid was cool, slightly sweet. His strength returned faster than it should have. He stood, amazed at the speed of recovery. Dr. Pella looked at him, astonished. "Your body, it adapts faster than anything we know." Noah looked at his hands, fingers strong, skin unbroken. "Why am I like this?" he asked. Pella hesitated. "Humans, you are different, more resilient than other species. Faster, stronger, tougher, but these traits are dangerous if they are not understood." Dangerous. The word made Noah uneasy. He tried to speak, but the words stuck in his throat. He wanted to ask more, but Pella was already moving to a console. "The council must be informed," Pella said. "They will decide your fate. Some will want you alive. Others will not." Noah sat back down. Fate. The word felt heavy. He thought of Earth, his home, the life he had left behind. If everything he had known, everything he had loved, it was gone, and now he was in the hands of creatures who feared his existence. In the days that followed, Noah was observed constantly. Cameras tracked his every movement. Machines scanned his body. He learned quickly how to avoid startling the doctors. He remained calm even when the soldiers came to check him, even when alarms sounded. Every movement he made was slow and careful, but he felt a growing power inside him, a strength that frightened those who watched. One evening, Pella sat beside him. "They speak of sending you to a secure facility," Pella said softly, "and a place where humans are studied or contained." Noah frowned. "Contained? Studied? Why? I have done nothing to anyone." "They do not know what you are," Pella said. "Humans are a mystery now. They believe your kind could destroy or heal, and they fear the first more than the second." Noah felt the weight of their words. He understood. The universe had moved on. Humans were gone. He was the anomaly, the last proof of a species thought extinct. That thought alone made him dangerous. The next day, a group of soldiers entered. This time they carried scanners and restraints. They were ready to move him to the secure facility. Pella stepped forward. "Wait, let me verify his condition first." The leader of the soldiers nodded reluctantly. They were disciplined but cautious. They scanned Noah again. The readings shocked them. His body healed faster than any known species. Vital signs normalized instantly. Muscles strengthened in ways the machines could not explain. One soldier stepped back. "It cannot be," he muttered. His voice trembled. Pella looked at Noah. "They are afraid. You must show them calm, not strength. Let them see you as human, not a weapon." Noah nodded. He lowered his gaze, relaxed his shoulders, and allowed the soldiers to guide him. The metal doors opened, revealing a long corridor. The walls glowed softly, and the floor was smooth. He walked slowly, deliberately, making no sudden moves. The soldiers flinched at every step, but he did not falter. As they moved through the corridor, Noah overheard bits of conversation. Names of places he did not know, records of wars long past, mentions of humans as legends. They spoke of a great collapse, of humans as survivors, of humanity as a force that could not be destroyed. Yet no one had lived to prove it. Until now. When they reached a transport chamber, the soldiers hesitated. Noah felt the tension. The blue-marked doctor whispered something to the leader. The leader nodded reluctantly, allowing Noah to enter. Inside the chamber, Noah felt a strange vibration. Lights shifted and hummed. He realized he was not just being transported through space. The chamber seemed to sense him, adjusting to his presence. Machines scanned him again, and he felt energy move along his body, not harming, but understanding. Noah closed his eyes. He imagined Earth. He imagined his home. Memories flooded back. Rivers, forests, laughter, warmth. He could almost feel the sun on his face, but it was gone. lost to time. And now he was a visitor in a galaxy that feared him, a being whose own existence had become a question. Hours passed, though time seemed different. When the chamber stopped, the doors opened to a place unlike the hospital. Large windows showed a sky filled with stars. Ships moved silently in the distance. Noah understood that he was now in a part of the galaxy he had never imagined. Civilization moved in ways he could not comprehend. Alien cities, alien ships, alien worlds stretched beyond sight. He stepped out carefully. The soldiers followed, tense and wary. Pella stayed close, offering quiet reassurance. Noah felt a mix of fear and curiosity. Everything he had known was gone. Everything was new, and he was alone in a universe that had forgotten humans. Suddenly, alarms blared. Red lights flashed. Soldiers raised their weapons. Pella grabbed Noah's arm. "Stay calm," Pella whispered. "They are reacting to something else, not you." A ship moved fast, too fast. Its shape was strange, like a living shadow. It approached the transport station, ignoring defenses. The soldiers shouted commands, but the ship ignored them. Its energy pulsed like a heartbeat, and Noah felt something stir inside him. Something old, something familiar. The soldiers prepared to fire. Pela pulled Noah back. "Do not move," she said. "They do not know what you are." Do not let them see strength they cannot understand. Noah's heart raced. He wanted to act, to protect, to fight, but he obeyed it. He let the fear, the mystery, the power within him wait. The shadow ship stopped outside, silent and unreadable. The soldiers looked at it, terrified. The entire station was on edge. Noah realized in that moment that he was no longer just a survivor. He was a symbol, a being whose existence could change the balance of the galaxy. And the galaxy had not yet decided if that change would be welcomed or feared. As he looked at the stars through the large window, Noah understood one truth. He had survived when nothing should have allowed it. He had awakened in a world that had long forgotten humans. And whatever came next, he could not run. He had to face it, and the universe would notice. Noah was guided to a large transport bay. The floor hummed beneath his feet. He had never seen a place like this. Machines and panels lined the walls, glowing softly with blue and green lights. Ships moved silently outside the enormous windows, gliding as if swimming in space. Commander Varro, the leader of the soldiers, stepped forward. He was tall, broad, and imposing, wearing polished armor that gleamed under the lights. His presence alone made Noah uneasy, but the blue-marked Dr. Pela whispered softly beside him, "Stay calm. Show them you are human, not a weapon." Noah nodded, trying to steady his breath. He walked slowly, each step careful. Soldiers flanked him, scanners following every movement. The leader raised his hand and pointed toward a large ship docked in the bay. "This is where you will be moved," Varro said. "The secure facility is not far. You will be contained until verification is complete." Noah did not like the sound of containment. He glanced at Pella, who gave a subtle nod. She trusted him to act cautiously. He obeyed, for now, stepping onto the ship. Inside, the walls were sleek and silent. The lighting was dim, and soft vibrations ran through the floor. Noah felt the energy of the ship, almost alive. Machines scanned him repeatedly, measuring every heartbeat, every muscle movement, every pulse of energy within his body. The soldiers remained tense. Some avoided looking directly at him. One young guard muttered under his breath, "This should not be possible." Noah stayed quiet. He let them see only calm. He moved slowly, but inside he could feel the strength building. His body was no longer just healing. It was adapting to the environment around him. The ship seemed to respond to him, adjusting its systems automatically. As the transport began, the ship's engines hummed deeply. Stars stretched into lines outside the windows. Noah felt a strange connection to the ship, though he had never seen anything like it before. He sensed its path, its speed, its power. It frightened the soldiers more than anything they had ever encountered. Hours passed. Noah spoke little. Pella stayed near, occasionally whispering translations or explanations. He learned that the facility was used to hold creatures considered dangerous or unknown. Some were peaceful, but most were studied, contained, or eliminated if found threatening. When the ship finally stopped, Noah looked out the window. A vast structure loomed ahead, massive towers and walls that shimmered under artificial lights. The size was intimidating, a fortress built to hold the galaxy's most feared beings. The soldiers guided Noah inside. The doors sealed behind them, and alarms briefly flashed before calming. Machines scanned him once again, their sensors glowing red and blue. Commander Varro watched closely, his hands clenched. "Keep your distance," he ordered the soldiers. "Do not provoke it. Do not touch it unnecessarily." He was not allowed to fight, not yet. He walked slowly, observing the environment. The corridors were wide, smooth, and lit by soft ambient lights. Screens displayed images of creatures and beings from across the galaxy, some extinct, some feared, all contained for study or observation. Pella leaned close. "You are unlike any species they have encountered," she said. "They do not understand your speed of healing, your strength, or your instincts. That is why they fear you." Noah felt a mix of pride and unease. He did not want to be feared. He only wanted to survive and understand the world he had awoken in. Suddenly, alarms blared again. Red lights flashed. Soldiers grabbed weapons, scanning the corridors. Pella grabbed Noah's arm, pulling him close. "Stay calm," she whispered. "This is not about you." Noah looked out a window in the corridor. A fleet of ships approached from a distance, moving faster than anything he had seen. Their designs were strange, angular, and alien. They did not slow. Energy pulses glowed along their hulls. He felt an instinctive warning, a pulse in his chest, that something dangerous was coming. The soldiers raised their weapons. Commander Varro barked orders. "Prepare defense! Do not engage unless they attack!" The ship stopped just outside the perimeter. Hovering silently, they emitted a soft hum that shook the floor. The soldiers' nerves were frayed. Many whispered in fear. Some looked at Noah, their eyes wide with worry. Pella pulled him into a small observation room. "This is a test," she said. "They are checking the facility. They do not know what we have brought.